Hello, Pickle Jar. My name is King Pickle, and welcome to another movie review. Honestly, I think we're gonna be keeping this nice and short, because Godzilla vs. King Kong came out maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I don't care. Does anybody know how to keep track of time? I don't. So yeah, I watched it on HBO Max, and there's not too much to say. This is gonna be a pretty quick and short video. It was a fun movie. It was fun. I guess I'll talk about the negatives first, and I'm pretty sure the negatives with every single one of these movies is just the human characters. And yeah, that kind of carries over. Didn't really care for any of the human characters. It's kind of weird because you have the human characters from Kong Skull Island, and then the human characters from Godzilla King of the Monsters, and you'd think they'd kind of like meet up or interjoin or like have anything to do with each other. Nope, they're on their own two separate journeys, which I thought felt a little bit weird. But like they're not the worst. The actors all do a good job. They were fine, passable. If it was just a movie about them, then this would be like a 6 out of 10 movie. But, thank God, we got the monsters. We got the big boys. Now, one thing I will say is that if you're a Godzilla fan and don't care too much for King Kong, you might not like this movie that much. This truly is the King Kong show. I don't know why they named it Godzilla vs. King Kong, when King Kong is easily the main character. He gets, like, actual character development, and he actually has stuff to do outside of just fighting, which I guess makes sense. King Kong has always felt like more of a character, while Godzilla's always been more like a force of nature, more of a theme than anything else. And yeah, I won't spoil too much about the fights. Actually, you know what? When I want to talk about spoilery stuff, I'll tell you. So yeah, the human characters weren't great, but special effects are fantastic. King Kong has a lot of cool stuff to do, and then they fight. There's 2 fights. I think it was in the trailer. One's on a boat, one's in a city in Hong Kong, and the boat fight is really fun. I just love the shot of King Kong just screaming into the water. I should probably put up the spoiler warning now. There you go. Why are you watching this if you haven't seen the movie? If you haven't seen the movie, it's a good movie. I'm gonna spend the rest of the video just gushing about the fight scenes. Okay, so there's your recommendation. Go ahead. But yeah, it was just cool. It was good. It's got that sort of Kong Skull Island feel, where if you notice the monster movies that normally do the best, or critically, are the ones that take themselves a little bit less seriously, because why would you take them seriously? It's big dumb monsters having big dumb fights, and they fully leaned into that. The boat fight is really fun, with King Kong just like screaming into the water as Godzilla tips over the whole boat. And then they have like a fight underwater, which obviously Godzilla cleans house because he's a water lizard, and in water chimps will drown, so not great for our boy King Kong. But he does come back strong in the second fight. There's also a little bit of other monsters. They give us a glimpse of what could be the future, especially for King Kong, with this hollow earth thing, where it's like at the core of the planet, and like at the halfway point, like gravity shifts and is really weird, and it's like symmetrical, where there's a bunch of mountains on one side, bunch of mountains on the other side. It's really neat, and I feel like they're definitely going in more depth in later movies. We did get to see a little bit of the wildlife with some like weird crabs and bats and stuff. I really want to see them explore that in later movies. And while that's going on, King Kong, or Godzilla's just cleaning house in Hong Kong, and then Godzilla and King Kong meet in Hong Kong, and they do big boy battles. This is the most fun part of the entire movie. It is, again, King Kong has a battle axe. Why? Because it's cool. He pulls out a battle axe and he starts slashing and hacking away at Godzilla. His offense is like that one episode of The Office where they just do parkour. He's just like running off buildings, jumping off one. He's supposed to be saving the city, but he's just like, he grabs like a crane thingy, you know, one of the big old yellow things, and then he's got the thing, and then the crane. Just chucks one at Godzilla. I really love how both fight scenes in this movie show the strengths of each character. You know, obviously, Godzilla's a water lizard. He excels in the water. Also has this big boy breath, but he's kind of slow. While King Kong is super agile, and of course he has those opposable thumbs to just chuck crap at Godzilla. And I love the shot where King Kong's down bad, Godzilla, like, presses on his chest, and then Godzilla screams at him, and then King Kong fearlessly just screams at him as well, and then Godzilla's like, dope, and then just leaves. He's done at that point. He's like, alright, cool. Game respects game. But yeah, King Kong with his battle axe is really fun. Godzilla with his breath is really cool. I will say, maybe not as good fight choreography as the 1962 version. Then again, the 1962 version does have King Kong shoving a tree down Godzilla's throat, which can't beat that, but who can? But that's not the end of the movie, because now we gotta have Mecha Godzilla. They brought in Mecha Godzilla, and I don't keep up with kaiju lore. I don't know how Mecha Godzilla is usually presented as. He's just robot Godzilla, but yeah, he's like he takes his the mind of a million-year-old kaiju takes control of a giant robot, and he goes on the tear, and Godzilla is just getting pummeled. He just can't keep up. And then that's when King Kong gets his heart restarted by by electricity, and it's like, what the fuck? And he just pulls out his battle axe, and they just double team Mecha Godzilla, and it's the coolest thing, and it's really predictable, but it's cool. That's the movie. Predictable, but cool. It leaves neither Godzilla or King Kong dies, which is great, because that means they can have more movies later down the line. And it's a good movie. It's like, it takes the generic monster movie format, and it excels at what you would usually consider the strengths of those movies, being the big monsters, and the human characters aren't the worst. I feel bad because I don't want to give this a 7 out of 9, because I've been giving quite literally everything I've reviewed the past, like, couple months a 7 out of 9. Cyberpunk, I think I gave Enola Holmes, or maybe I was still doing a 10-point grading scale. I gave WandaVision a 7 out of 9, been giving a lot of things 7 out of 9. But guess what? I don't care. It's a good movie. Go watch it. It's fun. I wish I got to see it in theaters, but it's a big, dumb, fun action movie. Watch it. 7 out of 9. Recommendation. Watch it.